Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to discuss the change of content that has probably been taking place on my YouTube channel. I think over the 4 or 5 years that I've been on YouTube, I've constantly changed the content from whether it be from vlogs to face to camera videos to tag videos and all sorts of stuff. And I think that on one end you could say that I'm a really indecisive person, and on the other end I think that, and this is the take that I'd like to take, I feel like I'm constantly growing, and I'm growing with my channel and with my followers, and I think that's fun and it's a fun journey. And over the years, you know, when I first started YouTube, I wasn't married, and then I got married, and then we had a child, and so naturally my job has changed like 3 or 4 times. Naturally my life will change and adapt, and my beliefs, not my beliefs but my not my morals either, my experiences will change, and so I learn and I mature. And as I do that, I always want to be real to you guys, and so create content that is natural for me at that time. And so there's been a shift in my YouTube recently where okay, fair enough, I've been creating some jokey baking videos, but generally I've been more so focused on how I can basically be the best person I can be, and how perhaps I can inspire others to try and be the best people that they can be with regards to the Muslim mind. And how this basically started is I started listening to books and reading books about productivity, there's a huge culture of self-help and productivity right now anyway. The one thing that I found is that there's some amazing productivity YouTubers, people like Thomas Frank, Matt Diavella, and so many more. And what I realized is that all of these amazing productivity tips that they give are so relevant to us as Muslims, but also that Islam has spoken about many of these before. So an example is, in one of Thomas Frank's videos, he talks about how we shouldn't talk about our goals, right? Or talk about our plans. And we already know this from a hadith and a narration, that we shouldn't necessarily always be speaking, well, we should speak little anyway, but we shouldn't necessarily always be speaking about what we have planned. And it's amazing because that was taken from a TED talk that Darren Sivers, I think his name was, forgive me if I'm wrong, gave after analysing and researching about talking about your goals. And he spoke about how if we speak about our goals, sometimes that gives us an instant gratification and we feel like we've done something towards our goals, and but really we've done nothing towards them, and that can be negative for us. That's amazing because it's only going to help us to know that knowledge, but then it's also interesting to know that in some way, shape or form, Islam has already discussed this. And so I realized that there's so many angles in which self-help and productivity YouTubers talk about these amazing techniques to learn faster, to memorize faster, and it can relate so much to the Muslim mind. And nobody is relating this content to the Muslim mind. If a productivity YouTuber has done a topic on how they can learn faster and memorize faster, that's great for someone like you and I to try and memorize the Quran or to learn some ahadith or the Arabic language, right? And so I want to be able to translate a lot of the stuff that I learn and perhaps relate it to the Muslim mind and how the Muslim can be as productive, efficient and proactive as possible. The other reason I think this is so important is because, so I often talk about the financial structure by Dave Ramsey as a great financial structure, but a lot of these things that are given to us, like the financial structure by Dave Ramsey, are great, but we have to be able to take them with a pinch of salt. In, for example, his financial structure, he talks about setting up an emergency fund, great. Paying off your debts, great. But then he talks about investing your money into certain things that for us as Muslims would not be permissible because of interest and so on and so forth. And so I feel like somebody needs to be able to take that content and perhaps translate it for the Muslim mind. And I'm not saying I'm that person, but I'm saying that I'm on that journey. And if I can document what I'm learning on that journey, then I hope that it can benefit others as well. So that's why I have shifted my content over, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it and be on this journey with me as you always have. So please comment below if there's any videos that you guys would like to see. I have a video coming out very, very soon. I often get asked a question, which is, how do you always get guests every week on your podcast? And one of the ways that we do it is by sending out cold emails, emailing people and businesses and trying to kind of build a relationship with them. And so I've got a video coming out in which I discuss my go-to email template, and hopefully it can benefit you guys again when it comes to work or trying to build your own projects and so on and so forth. If I can do something to help the Muslims build projects, work towards success and be more productive, then perhaps even if I'm able to help one person, it would really go a long way. Alright guys, that was just an update to let you guys know about kind of where my head's at and why I've started making and 1 hour long videos about saving time as a dad and videos analysing Tim Humble's analysis of no longer wanting a phone. And hopefully I'm still going to be doing some vlogs, fun videos, baking videos along the way. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace.